Join the movement. Listen to Master Grower Michael Andre Hart give a powerful master class on growing organic outdoor medicine, spirituality, and learning from nature. Watch the full, exclusive, ad-free reasoning now, only on www.inevernewtv.com premium.
When your grandmother was in her 70s, right?
Yeah.
She became very sick, and doctor said she would not live much longer, right?
Yeah.
You took the responsibility of caring for her, providing natural herbs, love, and attention, and she lived until 90. What lessons did you learn from taking care of your grandmother?
Good question. Well, first and foremost, and may her soul rest in peace. She's like the foundation or the backbone for everything that I am right now. Everything really started with her. I get the opportunity to be around her from the age of 1, and ever since I was around her, it was just consciousness within consciousness. Um, it's it's really a warm-hearted thing to talk about in terms of saving her or giving her more energy or giving her more strength or more life. It never something that I set out knowing that I could accomplish it, but I give it a try. It was good. Everything was perfect within perfection. At the age of 70, she have a heart and a kidney failure. And I see it was really stressful in terms of financial support, you know. Not that it wasn't there, but wondering if it will really help or it will really save her, or what was the outcome. I was wondering what was the outcome, what the outcome would be like. Just have her taking pharmaceutical drugs and watch her suffering pain, and knowing that I'm on as a herbalist, I know the strength and power of herbs, and I also know the power within foods and how food can reverse certain disorders. So I went to the doctor and asked. At the time it was Dr. Steven Black River. I don't know if he's still practicing right now. That was the family doctor at the time. And I suggest a few things. I say, I can help her. And he said, you got to make sure everything is updated with our pharmaceutical drugs or doctor prescriptions. And she was taking a lot of medication at the time. She was taking something for her ears, her nostril. She was taking a tablet for her kidney so she could reduce down and not get swelling, like urinate very often. And then she was using an next tablet for her heart. But there was two powerful herbs within my position at the time, which was sarsaparilla. And sarsaparilla, I can proudly say my grandma have a root of sarsaparilla, and it have a way it's seeded, and I keep adding to that one root until I have several roots. So I come see my grandma with sarsaparilla, do my research on sarsaparilla, do a whole heap of readings, and I realized that it was a powerful herb. It's a herb that really purified the blood. And I know I could use it, so I asked permission, and I was given the permission at the time. At that time, every 2 months, she got to go to the doctor to make sure she get her checkup, and it was really tough watching everything that happened. She keeps swelling, and if she don't take those tablets, she will never reduce. So she couldn't move, she couldn't walk, and all of that, just lying on her bed. And I apply sarsaparilla as an infusion, like make a gallon jug, and every time she asks for water, I'd give her sarsaparilla water to drink. And at nights when it reaches 6, I apply the corn silk. A lot of people just like eat the corn and just throw away the trash and throw away the silk. Which the corn silk, which is that hair and the corn that lie on there, it have powerful, powerful medicine within. So I use the corn silk every 6 o'clock to give her a warm cup of tea of the corn silk. But what it does, it allows her to urinate very frequently throughout the night. So it was detoxing or cleansing the kidney. And those were the two major herbs I used. And I also reversed her eating habit in terms of stopping her from eating flesh. At that time she didn't have any teeth, so she have dentures at the top and the bottom, so she couldn't really chew flesh. So it was useless giving her flesh because she would just dabble it around and suck the juice from it, which was oil. And I'm a Rastafari, I didn't prepare flesh, but to be honest, everything my grandmother want, I gotta get it for her. And the thing about it, she was blind. So if she drink a cup of dirty water, it's on my shoulder. Everything gotta be very clean, sanitized. I gotta use my eyes for her eyes, and that's what it was. And she ended up live for 20 years. She died at the age of 90 with all her faculties intact on the 1st of September. 2007. That's the year my first son was born as well.
And what life lessons did you learn from taking care of your?
Listen, if I could do it once more, I'd do it again. Within this modern age, I don't think a lot of youth really appreciate the fact that the elders, the ancestors, are the living parents who cut and pave the way for us. I don't think they appreciate them that much. The reason why I say this, if you check the modern age at this point in time, no one really meditate on it that much, but a lot of people have huge amount of money or can afford to take care of their people by just putting them in our home. I don't think it's appropriate from past time. The whole authenticness of elderly people, our living ancestors, was always to pass on back that love. You care for them, you make sure they're clean, they're fed, and you sit with them, you talk with them, and also learn from them because they are the one that have the knowledge. They are the one that have that whole aspect of where things is coming from and how we're going to project ourselves to a bright and prosperous future. It really lies with them. They were here long before us. They are the one that paved the way. They are the one that can share things that can help you to create a better future or a brighter path. I don't think it's a big thing to younger generation right now. Everyone just want to push their mom, their dad, their grandma, their granddad into a home. And that's really shortened their life. It shortened their comfort. It deteriorates everything for them. They might not say it. It's a wonderful care, don't get me wrong. They're accommodated with good doctors. Everything is good. But there's something that is not good, which is the comfort from within, or the comfort within their own space, or the comfort of being taken care of someone that they have passed it on to and looking for those person to pass it on back to them. That's the cycle, That's how the whole cycle. That's a love cycle. That's a cycle of that's the African greatness. That's something that exists within us as Africans, The young ones are always supposed to create means and ways physically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually to give that care or that well-being to those people who have paved the ways before us. That's one of the most wonderful ways to contribute to living ancestors. I don't really like use the word old people because anything old I really throw it in a garbage pan. They are living ancestors. I honor every one of them. I crown them, I learn from them, and it's just make my life more bright and more prosperous in terms of my mental, in terms of how I think, in terms of even projecting my everyday life as I step forward. So if I could do it for her once more, I'll do it again.